to Take It Slow Homestead. I'm Carol, and today I'm going to harvest the kohlrabi. Since my last video, I did some research and I found out that I should have harvested some of this kohlrabi sooner. You should harvest it when it's about the size of a tennis ball or baseball, maybe a softball, but I'm afraid some of mine might be a little bigger. When they get bigger, they will tend to have more of that radish, spicy taste or be bitter. And if you harvest them when they are a little smaller, then they're more sweet and you'll get more of a taste like maybe a cabbage or some of those other brassicas. So I really didn't know for sure, but it's probably obvious that these are in the same family of cabbage and cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, things like that. So yeah, their leaves look like they are. I just didn't really think about it. This is a new vegetable for me to plant, and I've never even eaten any before, so this will be interesting. After I harvest it, I will preserve it in this way. I will freeze it. And what I'm going to do is first you cut off the leaves, you peel it, cut it up into chunks, and I'm going to cut it into about 1/2 inch size chunks. Blanch it for probably 3 to 4 minutes, not really sure. I'll check my book again. And then after blanching it, then I will put it in cold water, take it out, drain it, put it on a cookie sheet, spread it out, and put it in my freezer until it's pretty much frozen all the way. And then I will package it by using the vacuum sealer, and it should stay for a few years that way. I've vacuum sealed a lot of vegetables in the past, and they do last a long time that way because you've taken all the air out. So that's what I'm going to do with it. And then I'm probably just going to occasionally take a package of that kohlrabi and throw it in my soup. I love soup, and it's a great way to eat a lot of vegetables. You can be in charge of how much meat you put in. I don't put in a ton of meat, but I put in a little bit, so I get a lot of vegetables, a little meat, some tasty herbs, a few spices, and yeah, it's good. I love soup. So here we go. We're gonna harvest some of this kohlrabi, see what we've got going here. Hopefully it's all still edible. Okay, here's kohlrabi number 1. Now I brought a knife out, and I also brought some scissors out because I wasn't sure if I wanted to cut these off or with a knife or with scissors, but you know, I just noticed that they break off really easy, so I'm gonna probably just break them off. You can also eat the greens of these, cook them like spinach or any other greens. These greens have been nibbled on, I can tell. You know, there's holes in a few, but so here's one that is not nibbled on. It's tiny, so save that. But you know, while I've got my tools out here, I am going to cut that off, cut off the root. By the way, this is a pretty good size. that one also. I harvested most of my kohlrabi. There's still a few small ones out there actually that haven't formed a very big bulb yet. So they're still out there, and I'll let them grow for a little while. These are the ones that I harvested, and this is just my old canning and freezing cookbook that I've had for a long time. They're down at the bottom, kohlrabi, pick one young and tender. Yeah, this one right here and that one back there, they're not that young, so I don't know how tender they'll be, but we'll see. This says cut off the tops, wash, peel, and cut in 1/2 inch cubes. Scald 2.5 minutes. Chill, drain, package, and freeze. I am in a high altitude, so I would add a half, or not a half, but 1 more minute to that. So it would be 3.5 minutes. So this is my trusty old book. I also have some newer canning and freezing books that I use, and I like to compare the old with the new. A lot of times they are really similar or the very same. Things haven't changed all that much. I just have a few of the tops from the kohlrabi, not too many, because like I said earlier, the bugs got to them first. So, but I will cook these up and see how they compare with other greens that I have cooked. Since I harvested the kohlrabi, I also harvested the eggs. So got 10 eggs today, yay. These are called, they're from chickens called Whiting True Blue and Whiting True Green. And they are from Murray McMurray Hatchery. And they do a really good job laying. The ones I got this year, the chicks I got this year, are even supposed to be better layers than these. And so we will have a chicken vlog coming up soon, and I'll show you the coop and what kind of birds I have, what the runs look like, and things like that. My son and daughter-in-law are growing zucchini, and so they gave me a couple of their big yellow zucchinis. I can't wait to cook them up with some onions. That will be really delicious. Okay, so that's it for today. In the last video I just did, I was holding my phone vertical, and my daughter told me, don't do that, hold it horizontal. So now I'm holding it horizontal, so you're going to have all kinds of formats to look at probably. I'm in my kitchen now, recently painted it, did a few things, so that could be a whole nother big story in itself. So for now, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something about kohlrabi and maybe a few other things. Share your ideas with me. If you liked this, please hit the like button. Subscribe, share to your friends if you have friends that like to garden also. And remember that even when you take it slow, you can accomplish a lot. Have a great day.